Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Mell Decanters channel. So today is rather special in that I've hit 500 subscribers. Yay! I'm halfway to the magic 1,000 and this is actually my 150th video. So yeah, it's taken me 150 videos to get to 500 subscribers. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just fun, isn't it? So anyway, today I'm going to talk about Mell Decanters, and yeah, I thought, right, you go super obscure for my 150th. This is a Mell. Dun, dun, dun. It's not a ship's decanter because it's got a rounded, fairly roundish bottom, so that's no good on a ship. It's got this kind of elegant neck, rounded bum, got pontle there, lots of wear. They were never fitted for stoppers. So stick my finger in there. I can't feel where anything's been ground into it. And they usually have a stopper that's kind of like this. There's different kinds. We'll pop down the shed and I'll show you some different kinds. I've got several. But anyway, yeah. So this is a Mell decanter. What I'll do first is I will show you this in more detail so you can have a proper look at it. We'll pop down the shed, I'll show you some more stoppers and what else, and then I'll show you some book references. So yeah, so we'll cut away now so I can show you this properly on in my studio. Yeah, okay, it's a piece of black roll paper, but anyway, here we go. So here we are looking at the Mell that I own. It's a dark brown colour, but they come in lots of colours. And dark brown being the worst probably. So yeah, this is the stopper. As I said, quick look at this one. This is one I put in it. It didn't come with this, but I have a bunch of them. I just picked this one. I thought, yeah, we'll go with this older style one. But I'll show you a whole bunch of styles after this. But what makes it a Mell? So other people made decanters. Bristol Blue made decanters this shape. A Mell's are supposed to be from Scotland. Nobody's definite on that though. Nobody knows who made them exactly. But these things are somewhere between 150 and 200 years old. So the thing that you should expect to see is a lot of wear, a lot of this. Yeah. And you can see also that it's not, this is hand blown, you know, so look at all these ripples near the bottom where they were sticking the bottom on and just, yeah. And also, I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch this if I get it close enough, but I think, is it going to focus, is it going to, can I get it to focus on the bottle, its surface itself? No, probably not. I think you can just about see it here actually. Can you see lots of scratches on the surface as I'm turning it just here? You should expect to see that on a bottle this shape of this age. Yeah. And as I said, where the stopper goes in, there's no cutting here at all. It should be smooth all the way in. Yeah. Yeah, so it's quite a handmade thing. You can, as you feel it, if you turn it, you can feel surface. How can I describe it? Can I get the texture that you can see on it? No, I don't think I can. It has a kind of very fine ripply effect on the surface here, is it? So yeah, it's completely hand blown and shaped. But don't expect them, they're not all brown. Green, blue, yellow, amethyst, different shades of brown, different shades of green. Yeah, it's the shape and wear, lack of stopper fitting that you should be looking for. So that's, and as I said, not much copper as a ship's decanter because, you know, that'll roll round with not too much. It's got a nice wide base, but yeah, it's not designed to sit flat like other ship's decanters from this period, which are seriously meant to be on a ship. So yeah, that is what a Mell decanter is like, and those are the features you should be looking for. The dates I've seen are anywhere between 1810 and 1870. So yeah, that does put you in that 150 to 210-year-old bracket. But that is quite a long time period, and hence you see some variations, especially in colour, and lots of engraved ones and stuff like that. So we'll go online and we'll look at a whole bunch of stuff online as well, just to see what's going on. So I'm going to head down the shed. That's my cat, Sherlock. Hello, Sherlock. Say hello. Nope. That's his buddy, Casper. What are you doing there, Casper? Anyway, there's the shed. Let's go and have a look. In the shed, here we are. These are the stoppers that we want to look at. And there's two main kinds. There's these ones with the mother of pearl on, writing, a Gothic style. See, whiskey, gin, rum, sherry, yeah, the usual culprits. There's one here that's blank. See if I can get into the picture. And I presume that they would write on that with a crayon or something. It's never had, because the letters are kind of carved in and then blackened, and then there's other ones which are like this one here. See, that one says gin. I think these ones are a bit older. Port. And these would have been plated originally, and you can just see the metal underneath. What's that one? Whiskey. And there's a few others that are like that. Anyway, so you get the idea. This is the kind of stopper. Yeah, this is what cork looks like after it's 150 years old. Yeah, not great. Is that one being redone? Let's see if we get the finger in. Yeah, someone's done a nice job on that. I think that's been redone. But anyway, there you go. This book is The Decanter, An Illustrated History of Glass from 1650 by Andy McConnell. And yeah, so this is Andy McConnell's first decanter book. I think it's from the 1990s. Anyway, yeah, so this is his first book. I think it's from the 1990s. He's got these here. This one I'm less certain of. It's got a panel cut surface. That neck looks pretty short. Yeah, cut stopper. These ones have got stoppers. This one looks more like a ship's decanter. Yeah, it's all a bit funny here. Yeah, I'm not certain on the ones he's got here, but he does tell you down here they were made from 1810 to 1850. And on the page over, he's got a bunch of them. These look more like what I have, but in nicer colours, apart from this one here. Yeah, I'm a bit less certain, a bit less classically shaped one. 1845, although he hasn't put dates on these early ones. But anyway, so you can see, look at all these different colours. We're going to see more different variations now. So this book is The Decanter, Ancient to Modern by Andy McConnell. This is his recent book that he still has for sale. I think that's the same picture with all the background whited out. So yeah, so he said these were from the Michael Parkington collection. So yeah, those are the same ones. That looks like one of the ones we saw somewhere as well. Yeah, that's quite a nice one though. And look, with the stopper and a clear one. And these are, look, a whole bunch of different kinds of mother of pearl stoppers that you've got, not like the one I'm using at the moment. The only thing here is he says 1815 to 1870, and some of these dates he's got on here are post 1850, where in the other book he said 1810 to 1850, but in the text over the page somewhere he again says 1810 to 1815. So don't know. I think it's time to find another book and see what it says. So this book is Great British Wine Accessories by Robin Butler. 1550 to 1900 it is. So yeah. So I kind of knew it was in this book, and I thought it might be some other books. I'll have a look, the ones that are the most likely candidates. And yeah. Couldn't find it anywhere else. So this is the only other non-Andy McConnell reference that I can find to the Mell Decanter. And yeah, it's all a bit wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. If you read what he says, the variety of carafe is called Mell, although the word in this meaning is not given in the Oxford English Dictionary. The shape proved popular and is usually stoppered with the cork, often with a silver-plated mount or one incorporating mother of pearl. Some put their date about 1845. Others feel they were made in the 1870s or 80s. This example is of a magnum capacity, so he's talking about this one here. And then he goes on to say, pair of turquoise Mells which were made, for which some remarks apply for the previous carafe. They are particularly attractive colour, which is most dark, rich or green. And he says, some say that Mells were favoured in Scotland. Yeah. Andy McConnell's book kind of alludes to some historian saying he thinks they're made in Scotland. Yeah, it's really, I get the impression that they're not very common. They're clearly made over a long period of time because of the colour variations, slight different looks in them. So, you know, they weren't all knocked out. Although they're not common, they weren't all knocked out in like a 5-year period by the same guy. So, yeah, they're a bit more obscure than I really thought they were. When you start trying to cross-reference them, find out actually this is the only other reference there is out there. So, yeah, let's go and have a look online and see what we find. So, yeah, so I punched Mell Decanter into Bing. This is what comes up. And you can see what I mean about, you got variations in shape here, in shade. There's two here, two blue ones, slightly different. This one's engraved, this one isn't. Purple one, then you've got dark purple. This one's looks closer to being more like a ship's decanter. You've got two shades of green, in fact 3, because I think that's a very dark green one, and a turquoise one, and you've got a yellow one that's engraved and one that's not. Do you see what I mean about them? There's a lot of inconsistencies between the shading, slight variations in the shape, but pretty much the same thing. Engraved, not engraved. Yeah, this one's got a stopper. That looks like the color looks right, so that's really unusual. I've not seen that before. What else pops up in this search? It's showing the same things over and over. You can see they've all got polished pontils. I've not seen one with a broken pontil ever. Yeah, but you can see what I mean about the slight variations in them. this one, I think, not sure that is actually right. I think that might be a Thomas Webb. Might be wrong. I'd have to see it in the flesh. Oh, they're showing a lot of the same ones over and over again here in this search. There was a different one somewhere. Oh, look, here's one with a ring or a break in the neck. That one's different again. Someone's got a whole bunch of them here in dark green, and then it kind of blubs out into lots of different stuff. But anyway, I think you get the idea. I also then did in my search, I clicked on this one here. This guy here has got a few for sale. The world is made of glass, 19th century glass. I've used this reference before. I'll give you a link for this. Yeah, I've used them to look at things before. They make reasonable money. He's got a ambery brown one here, probably slightly nicer colour than mine, unless it's the light that's making it look so light. £85. He's saying 1835 to 40. Yeah, 1835 to 40 again. And he talks about wear and tear, etc. There's one with graving on it, and you can see, look, the shape difference between this one and this one. I didn't look on the next page. Let's see what comes up, if anything. Some blue ones, another turquoise one. Yeah, and you can see this one has got a slightly different shape to this one. £95. Yeah, but you get, see the different kinds of stoppers. You could buy them separately. I've seen them in one of my references where they were actually in an advert, and you could just buy ones with different labels on. And then I did a quick hunt in eBay to see what pops up, and these two are there, which I think were the ones that we were just looking at. So it's the same guy. Yeah, this one I'm less certain of. It says Bristol Blue Wine Decanter, so it might actually be modern, and that's your lot. So they are not common. If you look, at the only two that we've seen for sale are the two that are for sale in the other site, and he wants £95 each for them. So go for this one. It's a nicer one with the engraving, better colour. But anyway, I think that's enough of that. So there we have it, the Mell Decanter. And I think the object lesson from this video is that, yeah, maybe it's better just to look at one reference and walk away thinking, I know it all now. Because clearly looking at multiple ones and seeing contradictions is a bit of a pain in the arse, because then you're going, where am I really? Do these, both of them is kind of like obscurely mentioned Scotland. And I thought it was Scottish, but anyway. And the dates seem to be a bit all over the place. The Butler even mentioned 1880s, so potentially they could have been made from 1810 to 1880s. But do they really know if they don't even know where they were made? You know, if they're not certain where they were made, do they really know? The wear and tear on the bottle and the look and the feel of it tells me, at least my bottle, feels like it's the first half of the 19th century at least. Yeah, it has that. Well, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, it feels like it's the first half of the 19th century. I wouldn't say it was 18th century at all, actually. But yeah, it feels like that. The wear and tear, the look of the bottle and the texture of the glass and everything makes me think, yeah, is that, if it was clear glass, I'd get a better view of it. But yeah, there we are. So, 150th video. I have no idea what I'm doing still. I'm still learning, looking at too many references and killing myself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I will put the descriptions of the books in the description below, And please remember to like and subscribe as usual. And thank you for getting me to 500 subscribers. Good night.